figured that's not true. You are No Man's Sky. I think we all will frequent these streams around. Are all in that category, to be honest. I did think I saw some similarities.
Incoming storm.
That's a lot of hours. That is a lot of hours. And that's why I say you are a No Man's Sky. Yeah, No Man's Sky was a good escape during COVID because they told us all to stay at home. Some of us went out in the galaxies instead. Didn't you do some of the early black hole glitches as well? Hmm. I must admit I did play other things as well, but no, that's a portal. But in the start there was glitches with some of the wormholes, so it's actually sent you uh, to another galaxy. Yeah, no, it was. But I know many early ones used that to get to other galaxies. That belongs there. That belongs down here somewhere. Whew. Yeah, that's not useful. Ugh. Oh god, I'm sitting on my refine and someone walking past. I freaking thought someone walked past my desk. I'm getting paranoid now.
Technology recharging.
I will say if someone walked past my desk without my dogs reacting, then see, now that F word is there again. I think you try to be a pro. You're such an elitist. Is that the right word? I will say you are not the only one in that direction, because I have had my share of computer games through time where it turns into an obsession. And it's very easy when you actually enjoy what you're doing and you want to be better, you want to win. Not just win, but
Hostile ships approaching.
do it the right way. Yeah. Oh, that's I'm looking forward to the day where I'm just as good as you are. Oh, wow, no, I will never be. Not even close. Let's be real. Yeah, well. Yeah, and that is called being human, isn't it? Yeah, we do that. So do I. That's the charm with everything. Yeah, no, that's absolutely right, and use your head. That is actually a good thing. And it's actually a brilliant thing as you get older, because it's healthy for you. You know what? No, that's so old school. No. Give the man a fish and you will feed him for a day. Give the man a poisoned fish and you will feed him for the rest of his life. I'm quite sure I will go to hell, but never mind with that. But you know, then at least I will go somewhere where there's people I know. Yep. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Oh. I will be that guy now, Throttle. A narwhal is not a fish. I can tell you a story about someone I knew. It was one of my friends in my youth. And he was not the sharpest tool in the shed, but he was a very nice guy. But someone sold him a piece of the narwhal horn, or whatever you call it, as being a horn from a unicorn, and the guy believed it. And we went 5, 6 guys to try to find that guy to give our friend his money back, but we couldn't find him again. And I will say we did actually decide to help him put it up on the wall in a display saying unicorn's horn, because it was a little bit sad. So I'm going to move myself a little bit on the camera because I don't know if anyone is interested, but there is a S-Class multi-tool here. I'm going to see the price, 195,500. That's actually cheap. I'm not going to buy it, but I will put the glyphs on for the address as well. But then I need to move my picture again because they will be down in the corner where it then would be. So in order to put everything on, the glyphs is down in the left hand corner, and if you want an S-Class multi-tool cheap, feel free to come and get it. You have to be in Zukasizawa Galaxy to use the glyphs though. But if you have access, feel free. And we are on the space station of Permadeath 2 system, so feel free. It will? Oh. Then I will not bother giving You're all cheaters. You're ruining the game and my beliefs. Yeah, I know. I know you can. It will always stay as what it was in class, but it's true. You can change if there's some specific you want. I know that. And I don't think you're cheaters. I'm just being a little bit sensitive today. No, I'm not. It's me. I'm not sensitive. I'm a cynical old kid. Okay. So, what do you want? No, I actually do think that back to what Trottle said, the creatures is quite interesting. No nap today. I was driving 200 plus miles. That was enough. That's why I'm a little bit cranky. British drivers is not the best in the world, I can tell you. It's it's one of those things. I can't comprehend that people who are living is their living driving around in lorries or vans and stuff like that, and they drive like absolutely plongers. And then one thing the Brits can't do. First of all, they make all these freaking roundabouts, and there is not, well, I would say 2/3 of the Brits can't actually keep their lanes, so they are sailing around and putting everyone else in danger because they need to use between 1.5 and 2.5 lane to get around. And that is absolutely terrifying sometimes. Imagine a big lorry sailing around in a roundabout and you come in a normal car. That is quite scary. I think I need an Aston Martin from 1964 or what it is, kitted out by the Q department. Yeah, it was just that. No, it's the bloody fact that they can't stay in their lanes. I know you're right. I know that's what is used on racing tracks among other things. I have seen your Indy 500, how that goes on. They drive sideways most of the time. Oh. I will not say all, but a majority. I have a feeling that's why they have made all the roundabouts, so they can just turn left out of it. But you know, it actually ruins traffic flow. Sometimes a light signal is actually better because everyone gets their turn. Oh, you mean? Oh no, yeah, okay. I replied to something else. I actually don't know. I do think it is. I'm not a big racing buff, to be honest. I find it a little bit boring because it's sitting waiting to zoom, 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 and then you sit and wait 2 minutes, then they come again, zoom, zoom, zoom. Oh. Well, you can watch the replay on Twitch. Or on YouTube. YouTube. It goes up there as well. Actually, I saw you Americans had your Super Bowl last night. I don't even know who played. No, I didn't watch it either. Was she in it? I didn't know that. Well, are you getting Trump back?
Technology recharge.
I heard something he's trying to be nominated again. That's kind of a funny thing. I'm sometimes asked what I think about politics here in Britain. I'm not allowed to vote, only in local elections, so I don't really give a damn. Well, that's the thing again. I think politicians has seriously lost their way, because it's all about what they can get out of things, not what they can do for a country or a local area or something. No. It's what they can get out of it. And in my book, that is very bad, because that fucks us all up. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Product received. Product received. Product received.
don't think that was what I asked for. Yeah, no, you... Oh, don't get me started on that. I would say one thing about religion. Most religions is actually very, very nice things. Most holy books is very, very nice reading. And then people started interpreting it to their own needs, and then everything fucked up. And that's all I will say about that. Why am I quoting Forrest Gump? I actually like Forrest Gump. You know what? I think we are pretty much on the same page with these things, and
Hostile ships defeated.
uh, now we're back to the same, that people doing things for people themselves without thinking what's actually best for the whole thing. And I think we have lost our ways with all that. And yeah. I can restrain myself, because otherwise I would be sitting all night and rant about something, and that is not good either. Even though some people find that very amusing or entertaining. Well, I can say one thing. If you ever come to Britain, around where I live, I would be happy to have a pint of beer or a drink and a chit-chat off stream. And I will say, if anyone runs into me in real life and say hi, I will reply. I'm actually in general a nice person, and I treat everyone nicely, and I think that's the right thing to do. Well, and if I travel anywhere in the world, then I will let you know. That sounds... It actually sounds nice in a way. I would say here in Britain, it's rare there isn't a town 3 miles away in everywhere. You have to get up to the north of Scotland before it's far from the nearest. So how do you get internet when you are so far from a town? Are you using a Satlink or something like that? Getting anything I want today. That's annoying. Yeah, no, I just saw something about Elon Musk's Satlink that it actually gives quite good connection. So I don't know how expensive that is, but I could imagine if you live quite isolated, that could be a good option. Yeah. I have an idea how big it is, but
Warning. Threat detected.
I will say that, yeah, I didn't check, I should have done that. No, I'm sorry I'm asking, I'm just curious because many of the modern solutions, including from Elon Musk, is actually kind of interesting. So if that works as well as it seems that it does, and it's not too expensive, that might actually be a good option if you live very isolated. I would say that's one of the things which is quite good in Britain, because it has actually, FiberNet has been rolled out quite good in most part of the country. Ah. Yeah, okay. No, I know there's some conditions which has to be met, yeah. Of course. Well, this is of course something you have to actually think about as well. Yeah, that would be a problem. I can see that. Oh no, it's about investigate all options. That's for sure. And then get the best solution you can. Yeah, unless you live on a plateau on top of the mountains, then they will interfere quite a lot. Yeah, that's oh. Is the bears then coming and emptying your bins? Well, and I know you have quite an amount of mountain. Ah, okay. I just heard that there's some areas where they don't see the bears, but they see the result when they empty their garbage bins. Funny thing, around here we have deer and foxes. That's the most prominent, and squirrels, which my dog loves. She hates the big wood pigeons which comes out in the garden. They are told off. Quite firmly. She is not having that. Yeah, we see, well, yeah, there's also a lot of hares or rabbits. I'm not quite sure because I can't see them close enough to actually see if it's one or the other, but she likes to chase them as well. One day she ran in on a field which was fenced off after one of those, and she, I don't know if she tried to hurt them. That's not hurt, but hurt. She's a border collie after all, so it's more about other animals is not where they're supposed to be. And she has some level of OCD, I would say, because she tried to arrange everything.
Warning. Threat detected.
I never had a dog before that actually sorted the toys and in color and size.
Hostile ships approaching. Hostile ships defeated.
That's $500,000 for free. Not quite sure what I'm actually trying to do here, but I think I will just do something a little bit different. Observatory, where? Oh, no. That planet. That was of course the one Yeah, of course, aggressive sensors. Oh, I love aggressive sensors. Oh. Oh.
Technology recharge.
Is it true that raccoons kind of get in everywhere and have lost all scare of humans? I mean, there's so many videos on YouTube with raccoons, and they seem to, yeah, it's. Yeah, no, I've seen a lot of videos with raccoons, and I always wondered, are they actually turning into that much of a pest because they seem not to be afraid of humans anymore. Okay. Are they relatively friendly? Might be an odd question, but well, most animals is actually smart enough to know if you feed it and give it food, then you are friendly, so that will tolerate you.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Yeah, you have to remember that the same people having monkeys as pets, they also have their okay. Yeah, as you can hear, I have absolutely no experience with raccoons or well, with a lot of American wildlife, to be honest. I once went to the Everglades and I saw alligators, and I saw different snakes, including a rattlesnake. But that's pretty much it. Okay, that was not really what I wanted.
Sentinel trails activated.
Ah, bugger all. No, I have no intention of doing that.
Warning. Threat detected. Sentinel trails activated. Units received.
That's one thing I saw one yesterday which was like a long wormish thing. I've never seen that before, and that was actually quite cool.
Hostile scan detected.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Hello there, welcome to. Oh.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
I've been shot at by something.
Extreme night temperature detected. Units received.
So I think I'm out of here. Oh. Hey there. How is everyone? Oh, I try, and if I can't kill them, I run. That's how Permadeath works on me. Everything to stay alive. But other than that, I'm getting closer and closer to beat my old record. So that's the first step. And I'm living by the Olympic saying, trying to get as far away as possible. You know, for me it started with the achievements you could get. I play on Xbox Game Pass on this one, and there was only 2 achievements I didn't have. Well, there is a third one as well, but that's not going to be straight up. Thank you for following. But I looked at those achievements, and one was on survival, I didn't have, and then on permadeath. So I did the one on survival. Thank you. So I did survival, and then people started telling me that, I should try permadeath. And I looked at the percentage of those who had the achievement. That was not many, and I thought, that is going to be very hard. Yeah. I'd say my very first try, I died after 3 or 4 hours because I was absolutely stupid. Second try, I lasted 190 hours. And this one, I'm getting up to 140 hours, so and I actually feel this one is going much better than the last run, so I hope the best. I will say that the real life one, Throttle, is that's called Go to Work, isn't it? I would say that was how I felt it was when I was working. That's the best thing with tires, so you don't have to do permadeath every day. Well, I would say it's like that when I walk the dogs at the moment, because the little one is so energetic and want to follow the big one. The big one goes unleashed out in the forest. So Steam and Xbox has pretty much the same. I don't know on PS5. Oh yeah, that's a hardcore one. I have cheated a little bit because I'm using my Utopia speeder just to make sure I had something I could be a little bit competitive in. I think I'm going to do Wicked's suggestion on my next run and do it without using a ship, but have to find one on the planet. That intrigues me a little bit. And the starter ship drive me nuts, to be honest. So that's kind of the only luxury I have allowed myself to play with. But as said, the next one I will be running around the start planet for a very long time to find a ship. And save up for one, maybe. Oh yeah, that is very true. You will be transformed into Pal World. That's then you can sit and think about it. What have I done to deserve this? Yep. That's the thing. I'm not greedy today, so I just work on the languages. Who's actually on this planet? I'm actually convinced that the gigs are more turtles than it's poultry, to be honest. Well, I might be wrong. Where am I going? I'm going that way. Jesus. That's the problem getting old. You get a plan and then you're sitting thinking after 10 minutes, what was my plan? Well, the good thing is by playing No Man's Sky is you can just claim whatever you do, it was on purpose, and you can do whatever you want. There's no right, there's no wrong. It's a perfect disguise. It actually is, because you can choose whatever part you want, and you can even become naughty pirate if you want. I tried that. That's that's a little bit of a lonely job, but it's kind of good fun sometimes. No, there is not. Yeah, you know what we talked about?
Product received.
People buying a game, and then all the trolls are starting telling them that what they're doing is wrong and everything. And I find that so horrible, actually, because it's unless it's a game where you play with other people on teams, for instance, then you need to learn the game a little bit to do that. But as long as it's a single player game, then you should be able to do whatever you want. And I mean that in the best positive way. And I'm one of those who came from World of Warcraft, which I played for many years. And sometimes I didn't want to play with other people, so I played on my own. And then it was literally a single player game, and I could do whatever I wanted. But of course, when I played with other people, yeah, no, I fully get that, and that's really the bottom line of it all. It's about having fun, having a good, interesting game you enjoy. And I kind of have to sometimes rephrase what I'm sitting saying, because oh, you should do this. Actually, no, you shouldn't. Take everything I say as a recommendation and use it if you want to. But if it's not useful for you, then don't. And I do think that we should give that freedom to people. That's and respect for that they actually want to play as they have paid for a game which they enjoy. I was still amazed with that guy who was telling me he had played for 6 years or something like that, and he was still in Euclid. He had never left it, but he was having the best base ever. That's, yeah, why not? If that makes him happy, then we should respect that. No, I had my rants with YouTubers, which was telling everyone is playing this game wrong. How dare you? I'm playing my game as I want to, when I want to. And if I want to galaxy jump and do that over and over again, well, it's my time I waste, not theirs. So, not that I'm saying it's a waste of time doing it, but if it was, then it would be my time. And I really think a game should be enjoyable. Otherwise, it's not a pastime interest you have. It becomes a second job. And that was actually why I stopped playing World of Warcraft, because you had to grind so much to actually just be slightly competitive in the end game, and that started actually take the interest away. No, I agree. I agree. You can't, because there is no wrong way. But that's actually my point. Sitting making videos and say, oh, you shouldn't do this in No Man's Sky. This is the wrong way to play. How dare you? If I want to sit and do that all day, I will. It's my game. Go away. Play like you want. Play your wrong way and let me play my wrong way. The only advice I have by playing, and that's from my personal experience, nothing else, don't ever play in sandbox, because that turns very boring very quickly, because you get everything handed out and don't have to actually try to get it. Oh, that sounds like a capital offense, Melanie. That's not cool. I will. Oh dear. You need to Amazon one of the Yeah, well, I get that, but Melanie, you need to Amazon an alcometer so you can actually measure that there's alcohol in what you get. Oh. I will admit I did do mods at some point, but that save game I had was destroyed. Well, it got corrupted for some reason. So, and after I restarted, then I actually haven't had. What type of dragons? Oh. Yeah. No, that was what happened to me, but it was not because of the mods. It was, I think I had a dodgy drive in my computer at that time, so certain things did go a little bit haywire. So shit happens. So no Norwegian horntail. Yeah, they were notorious bad in the start. People were doing that to gain. Well, mainly it was a money editor in the start, wasn't it? As I remember. Editors can always be a double-edged sword, so that's so. That sounds intriguing. I have, through time, been doing a lot of mods, so I will not admit I put on a mod long ago because I thought that a limitation of 9,999 in a stack was way too small. And now I'm playing Permadeath with some way smaller limitations. always say backups is a good thing. A very good thing. What am I? Oh yeah. You know, Trouble, real men doesn't make backups. Real men cries a lot. You know, I used to work in IT for many, many years. Well, for more than 40 years. And my colleagues was laughing at me because I actually backed up my work computer. Yeah. Well, my colleagues, they laughed at me because I backed up my work computer. And oh, we don't need to do that because IT can rebuild everything. And I say, yeah, that's fine, but all my private notes and stuff like that, they can't rebuild that. They won't do that unless I back it up myself. Ah, you're just a noob. And well, funny enough, my computer never broke, but I had backups of everything. And I had 3 different external drives with the backups on, so I was quite good when it came to that. But they all broke their computers and lost everything they had because they didn't do backup. And of course, IT could not recover things. They just had an image of a bloody C drive with all the Windows stuff and that, so that could be rebuilt, but the rest, nope. So yeah, it's not the software which is the problem. It's everything you have made out of it, so to speak. And that's always been my fear, that I spent hours doing something, making something, and then losing it. I didn't want to do that, so backups, copies. Oh, maybe I should check. It looks fine. So oh, has it been that bad this winter? Oh dear. That is kind of scary. I mean, here in Britain we have had the wettest winter ever, but it has mainly been rain. There has been a little bit of snow, but not much. But I actually saw something scary today when I drove my daughter to her work thingy. One of the, well, what was it, 20 miles from here where I live, there is a river going all the way to where Shakespeare was born, Trent. That's the river. And we drove on the road, which was elevated a little bit, and on both sides it was just flooded, and the fields were very, very flooded, and I've never seen anything like it. It was like in a surreal horror movie, I would say, because that actually looked that way. That was not pleasant to see, because when thing happens like that, then it's not good. Yeah, we were supposed to get some of the weather down from Norway, but then the El Nino effect pushed the jet stream in the wrong direction, so it went in more northern than what it was supposed to. Yeah, it's yeah, well, it's really. I'm on the east coast of Britain, pretty much. I'm not at the coast, but Lincolnshire, mid Britain, where the Vikings were ruling for many years, some 1,000 years ago. But I can say something. Heia Norge. I do actually understand Norwegian, so I don't speak it so well, but I'm Danish, so we can communicate in common Scandinavian language. That's normally not a problem. But yeah, No, I used to live in the... Yeah, we do. We used to live in the southern part of Britain, and we never had snow down there. It was only one day, a little bit of flurry, and then it was gone. Yeah, those numbers coming up on my stream manager is sometimes very weird, because it says it's about to start, and and people tell me, oh, it's running. So yeah. No, we used to live down in South England, but prices, because where we lived was slowly growing into what is called Greater London, and therefore prices went skyrocket. And after COVID, both my kids were working from home, and I ended up retiring, so we decided to find something further up north, which was a little bit cheaper, and we found this in Lincolnshire, which is actually a very, very nice place. It reminds a lot about Denmark, I would say. It's flat, it's farming land, it's forests, and it's got some nice coastline as well. And the funny thing is, there is so many Viking things left up here, so it's really brilliant. No, Shakespeare is supposedly born in Stoke-on-Trent, or well, in Staffordshire, but the river goes past close where we live, and goes further west. So I'm not that close to where he's born, but I'm in driving distance from it. So and it is one of the things is that we like to explore the area we live in. No, I was not entirely clear on it. I just referenced the river. But there's a lot of things in driving distance up here, which historical is very interesting. There's even dinosaur caves, which we will explore as well when it gets a little bit better in the weather. Yeah, a lot of Viking names on towns. Yeah. No, there's. I mean, I live close to the city of Lincoln, which is actually the oldest city in Britain. It became a city in 1069, 3 years after the Battle of Hastings, and at that time the Vikings was ruling up here. that must have been amazing. I saw some in France, in the Pyrenees. Was that 5 years ago, and that was actually really fascinating to see that, and they were 30,000 years old or something like that. I've always been very intrigued with things like that. People living in caves and painting the walls and trying to survive the wildlife outside. A lot of animals which doesn't live anymore. That's yeah, it's I really understand that. I really understand that. It's so amazing to see things like that. I mean, I've always been interested in history and it's been on my bucket list to see as much as I can before my time runs out. And yeah, I'm planning to go up to the Scottish Isles. There is on the Hebrides some Stone Age buildings which are very well preserved. I'm actually very interested in going and see them. But I mean, that's one thing I have to save up to go and see. Yeah, that, I was more in the anthropology way, more researching how they lived than what they left behind. But no, it is very, very interesting, and no, I have a couple of things still on my bucket list, and one of them I have to save up to is to go and see Machu Picchu. That is going to be the biggest thing I can. I need to do that while I still can move around, because that's climbing a mountain. So my channel here has started being a chit chat for people young of mind, but a little bit aged, and we all love No Man's Sky, but we have so many other things which comes in and get the chit chat sometimes, which is great. I love that. When I was very young, my biggest dream was to become a travel guide. I wanted to make people happy.
Technology recharge.
I actually have worked as a travel guide for a while in as a grown-up, which was quite fun. No, I used, well, my first education was in the Scandinavian Airlines system. So I actually did go into something with kind of travels. That was great. And I had a dark mistress already at that time, and that was IT, and that actually pulled me away from all these things. I started fiddling with computers. So that very quickly started getting my attention, and I've been working and living with that my whole life. So there was something which intrigued me with computers, and then I found out you can play games on them as well. Then I was gone. Good evening, Fontanoro. How are you? Yeah, I must admit, I am close to thinking about that as well. I had a very long day today, but I have so many nice people sitting watching today, so yeah, I must admit, when I went to school, computers was something which was on a very low level. My son usually say that when I went to school, things were carved in stone and stuff like that. So He's not entirely right, but things was a little bit different at that time. So I'm actually, unfortunately, thinking about closing up for today. So, is there anyone we should rate and give them a couple of viewers? Is it a good show?
DLC, which gave me like, I think like a gun.
Yeah, thank you. Is there anyone we should rate, or should we let people foreign language? The guy I rated yesterday, I think I almost killed him. Okay, then I will leave it by that, but you're very welcome. I'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock UK time, so I am not further away, so feel free to come and chit chat or engage as you feel like. Well, likewise, and I know you normally stream in the afternoon, so I might pop in and say hi at some time. And otherwise, you are very welcome to pop in and say hi as well. Yeah, but I am Valderan, and not Valderan UK. That I had to put on because someone had taken my name. Most people call me Val, and feel free. I'm here most days from 8 o'clock UK time, so feel free, and please say hi when you come on, and you can feel free to lurk in the background if you will, but you are also welcome to chit chat, and it doesn't have to be game all the time. I'm happy with whatever pops up. So I will go to my freighter now and clean up, and then I will say thank you very much for watching, thank you for following, and I hope you all will have a good night, or evening, or day if you're in different time zones. I'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock UK time, and stay safe out there and take care, and thank you very much for being such a nice bunch of people. Valderan checking out. Good night.